Hey everyone, welcome to Dirt 5. Now, for those of you who are newer to my channel, you might think I just play automation and games that are similar to automation, but that hasn't always been the case. Back in the day, I played through the entirety of Race Driver Grid, Grid Autosport, and Dirt 3 on my channel as a playthrough series. And so here we are, a number of years later, on Dirt 5. Codemasters have given me a chance to check it out a little bit early, so that's why I'm here. But hey, what I've played so far has been extra good. Just what I wanted coming from Dirt 3. So I'm going to jump into the career. Let's do some events. I've had to turn the music off, so I'm going to add my own starting now. But yeah, let's go. So we have the option right now of doing a rally raid, which is a modern rally, or a land rush. I think I'm going to do a land rush just to mix things up a little bit. The first race that you do is a modern rally, so I don't know, why not? Let's mix it up. Alright, after an intro from Donut Media, it is time that we get into this. Now I'm using the Volkswagen Cross something, I believe it's called. And here we are in Dirt 5. I almost said 3 by accident because it really does remind me of 3. But it reminds me of 3 in a good way. It's not just the Monster Energy and Ford Fiestas that bring back that feeling. So some things have changed here. Thankfully, this game is, it seems to be more of a spiritual successor to the earlier Dirt games. At least that's what I've noticed. Being somebody who's played Dirt 3 and 4, personally I like Dirt 3 better. I'm a big fan of arcade racers. That's kind of exactly what this is. It definitely has that good mix of like arcade handling, but also still semi-grounded. The kind of thing that I kind of know Codemasters for, coming from Grid. I'm a big fan of the aesthetic in this game. I think that they've kind of knocked it out of the park, especially with some of the regions. If you just watch the trailers, you get to see them, but then actually driving them is a whole different story. Okay, so apparently I don't have the difficulty up enough because I'm currently winning pretty easily. I might have to turn that up just a little bit. I've just left it on the default settings. But yeah, it is like changeable. You can do stuff with the difficulty and the controls and all that kind of thing, which is always a good option to have. But obviously, as I haven't played much of this game, this is really just the first impressions. This is all that I know so far from only doing one race, but also kind of consuming the media that led up to this game. But I'm pretty excited. Maybe that's clouding my judgment a little bit. You never know. I really like how on this Volkswagen the mud flaps are almost down on the ground. They're just the thinnest things. But I guess it doesn't really have like super wide wheels, and yeah, I mean it's going for speed, so we can't have that drag, alright? We need it. Alright, well I wasn't exactly trading paint in that race, but I have managed to make it through. I changed my name to Hammer, because I thought it was funny. Alright, we got XP, we got reputation, and we got money, which is nice. Hopefully I can buy some cooler cars with that. $28,000, I'll take. Now we could move on, but I am a bit of a perfectionist, and I'm gonna just kind of jump into this one. A neat addition to this game that I quite like is the ability to customize your car quite significantly, although I don't know if it has any like actual physical changes. You can change a lot of the paint, and by a lot I mean quite a lot. You've got base, different layers, the wheel colors obviously, but also decals and sponsors, and I mean you've got different options. I think you can do this for every car. I don't know, I like it. So yeah, we can go for the default boring white and green, or we can go for my customized version, and obviously we're going for the orange and red because it's just nice. Starting things off, we're in a Skoda. To be honest, I'd rather be in a Fiesta. Hold on, before I offend all of Europe, let me just try and win this race. No, this car is cool. I'm definitely down with it, especially now that I'm currently winning again. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the difficulty settings. You know what, there are actually things on the side there for us to do, optional objectives, and it's going to be hard for me to do that drift and overtake one, I can tell you that. Okay, so we seem to be doing a bit of a mix of road and pavement. It's not super muddy like the last track, but I mean, it might possibly get that way. I mean, this game is called Dirt for a reason, which I definitely don't mind. That's kind of the point. Spectators were just hanging out on the edge of the map there. Just gotta be careful not to run into them. This isn't Group B, at least it isn't yet. Okay, these canopies are really cool to see. They're like semi-transparent. I like the way that looks. And the leaves blowing around and stuff, man, it's just like real life. Oh yeah, I should mention you can change the camera angles as well, including having an in-cockpit view. which is always a nice addition for those of you who want to play this way. Like if I had a wheel, this would be great. I do have a wheel, I just haven't broken it out. I prefer to play dirt games from a slight angle like this, and also with a controller. Okay, the reflections are pretty darn nice. Let's get through that. I really have been focusing a lot on how the game looks. I haven't really been talking about other aspects of it, but I will say that so far I'm enjoying my time with it. Race number 3, and I'm kind of down for what's going on here. It's too bad I can't listen to the soundtrack though, because it definitely sounds like a bit of a banger. Okay, so this race is a point-to-point race, and we are almost at the final point, which is nice. That means I'm almost done with this one, and we move on to hopefully a class I haven't experienced yet. But there we go. The hammer is finished. Okay, so I turned the career up to hard. I might end up regretting that. Anyway, we're moving on to Stampede, whatever that happens to be. 46 grand in the bank, which isn't enough to buy any of these, unfortunately. I really want this BMW for some reason. I can just imagine this thing at the mall, my goodness. Okay, so I spent a bit of time on this, and I managed to make my Volkswagen into a hideous orange disaster. But in my mind, it's absolutely beautiful, so I'm gonna run with this. It's better than this plain old blue, wouldn't you say? Alright, time for a stampede of Volkswagen and other manufacturer-based off-road trucks. I would be afraid. I mean, I am afraid right now. Let's see what this is about, though. As I understand things, it is a lapped race based on the fact that there are 2 laps there, but it is a race that involves a lot of jumps, and the track is apparently not marked, although so far it definitely is marked. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Alright buddies, get out of the way. It's my turn to be in first. Having cranked the difficulty up to hard though, I definitely noticed a difference. It's actually a good thing. My assists are on low, so it should be, well, I mean that hasn't changed, but should be pretty much the same handling, just harder AI. Okay, yeah, I like this a lot better. I'm actually trading paint with people. I need to hold first position for 10 seconds, and so far... Oh, almost had it. My goodness, that wall there. Okay. Gotta stop looking at the wall, gotta start looking at the road. Or pathway, more like. Okay, so they weren't wrong about the jumps. There is a huge jump back there. Hopefully you saw that. We're gonna be taking it again soon, so... that's gonna be fun. I just realized that... I haven't been drifting at all, and this game is one that encourages you to drift. It's B on the controller. I'm just using an Xbox controller on my PC. But there you go. That's a sick drift there. Hopefully I can get that 3 count before the end of the race. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble with that. Yeah, it's literally just push to drift. But it's not Need for Speed push to drift. You do have to put a little bit of work in. Thankfully. Okay, so far so good, even on hard. I'm feeling good about this race. Hopefully I can continue to lead the pack despite my very annoying colors. Hopefully that's part of the reason I'm winning. Maybe the AI is distracted. I know I am. Okay, this time I think I'm going to attempt to take the low road just to see what that's like, although it is closer to the really high wall, so I mean, I don't mind. It's just nice to see. But 3rd place, and we're coming up to the start-finish line. Just gotta go off this ridiculous ramp, and I refuse to hit the brakes around that corner. Same thing here. Is it gonna bite me? Slightly. And massive jump, and the finish line is up there. No, buddy, come on. Ah, man. Well, 2nd place is pretty good. Okay, sweet. Hopefully... Oh, yes, finally we got something a little bit different. So we got a Land Rush with Formula Off-Road, or a Roar Power Rally Raid. I don't know, let's do the Lion one. We haven't done that yet. Oh my goodness, heck yes. Now this is gonna be good. Formula Off-Road is where it's at. Now this is exactly what I want to see. No intro this time, let's just get moving. Now this thing is made for racing off-road. I've got paddles for wheels, and there's a whole lot of mud, so yeah, let's go. Some of the objectives I've seen are just ridiculous, like that 80 kilometers an hour for 55 seconds or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm doing 130 without even trying. That was a little bit too easy. Drift and trade paint, I guess, is one of my objectives, so I gotta try and drift into somebody. I really don't mind doing that, so thank you, game, for encouraging it. Let's take the left. Oh, I like these diverging paths as well. Right next to someone's house. I apologize if they're trying to sleep. and to whoever made these roads because they're about to be chewed up. Goodness, that's a heck of a drift. These things handle really poorly, as you would suspect, because they have no grip. Okay, there's a surprising amount of road stuff on this. I really thought this was going to just be a massive mud pit because of the wheels on this thing, but apparently Formula Off-Road does not necessarily mean off-road. It means partially on-road too, sometimes. About 50% of the time, actually. Okay, maybe not 50, but it is nighttime now, which is changing things up a little bit. The lighting in this game seems to be pretty decent as well, my goodness. I guess that's what you would expect from Codemasters. Oh, that was a bit of a flip. Okay, I thought I lost it there. Thankfully not. Okay, I got two guys out in front kind of leading the way here, but we are almost done the entire course, so it looks like I'm going to get third. I thought I was doing better, but apparently not. I lost it just at the end. Okay, I'm getting through this surprisingly quickly. It's been 27 minutes, I think, and I managed to do all of these so far. But you know what? I'm going to do this one down here too. I want to give this Formula Off-Road another chance, and then we'll be moving on to Modern Rally again. Although hopefully by that time I'll have enough to buy another car. That would be ideal. Oh yeah, this one's in Greece, and Medusa is the logo for this type of event, which is kind of interesting. Let's move it. Hopefully we don't get turned to stone. Okay, instantly cut on the inside and cut off half the competition. I don't even know how many people are in this race, but I managed to do the first couple of objectives in like the first 30 seconds or less of the race, something like that, and I'm gonna get the other one real soon here, because that was drift number 2. The next corner is going to be drift number 3. Oh, that's not a drift. Oh, come on now. My finger was stuck, okay? It was not stuck on the B button, but stuck above the B button. Every once in a while the game goes a bit dark, and I'm kind of thinking that it's trying to simulate cloud cover, which is very interesting. You can see the clouds kind of move in as well, which is really cool. I didn't notice that until now, but it makes a lot of sense. It's weird though, it's a weird sensation seeing that. I think the only other game I know of that does that is Mafia 3, but I haven't even played that game, so yeah, a bit weird. Okay, I'm actually winning this race, which is nice. I'm gonna say that that is just because I'm used to this vehicle now, and this race is, ooh, wow buddy, be a bit more careful there. But this race is mostly, actually I think it is completely on sand, which just seems to be what these tires were made for, so it's working out pretty darn well. Keep me off the pavement with these wheels, please. Oh yeah, this, hopefully, as long as I can keep things going for this last lap, is going to be a pretty sweet win, which would be great for hard mode. I haven't won yet. Oh yeah, if you're somebody who has watched my channel quite a bit, please let me know if you want to see me play more of this game. I'm definitely down to. I've been playing part of the career, as you're seeing now, but I can definitely continue if that's something you want to see. Hopefully continue to get first place as well. That would be ideal. I believe I was able to 100% Dirt 3, so obviously I'd like to do that again if possible. Now I have Dirt 4 like I mentioned before, but I just never really, never really got into that game. I also have Dirt Rally. I think Dirt 4 is just kind of Dirt Rally light, but this game for me is like a return to form. It's back into the kind of dirt games that I like. Which is really nice, and I think that might be why I'm viewing it in such a positive way. Like, for me, this is an easy yes, please. But let's see what other options we have here. So we have the Fiesta Rs. I'm a big fan of these cars. 290 horsepower, 4-wheel drive. We've got A and B for performance and handling, and S and B, so the Fiesta is technically better. It costs money, but you know what? I'm gonna buy it. I tend to like these cars, so let's go. Alright, this one is called Ultra Cross. Apparently it's just Rallycross, only it is Ultra, which means it is better, hopefully. So let's go. I mean, I don't mind Rallycross as is, but yeah, hopefully now that we have a different car, maybe I have a slight advantage that can help me to pass some of these other cars around a tight corner, and then the game crashed. Oh boy. Okay, so I just returned to the race after the game crashed. I mean, this is still a pre-release build, so keep that in mind. There hasn't been a big day one patch to iron out some of the small details, but I've officially made it further than I did last time, so I'm considering that to be a win. Either way, let's hope things remain stable. That would be ideal. But yeah, things are going well so far. Looks like we actually have a spare wheel on the back of this car, which is interesting. and I probably should have braked around that corner instead of doing whatever the heck that was. Alright, first place already, Fiesta's OP. Thank you very much, Ford. I'll take my money now. But seriously, I have been in the market for a Fiesta. I've been thinking about buying one, and haven't done it yet. I need that fuel economy quite badly. My Infiniti is not particularly good as a daily driver, at least in that way. Alright, this is actually quite an interesting track. Lots of corners, lots of speed as well, and also some ramps and stuff. Plus, being a rally cross course, that was hard to say. It is a lapped race, so we get to do it all again. Oh, I'm liking the snow effects too. Just the other day here in Canada, it was snowing. Believe it or not, it was a little bit nuts. It actually snowed more south than it did north, which is weird, because I work south from where I live, so I got to see both sides of things. But this reminds me exactly of that, where I was driving to work on my summer tires, snow running into my windshield, losing confidence. Yeah, it's just normal winter. Interestingly, is the track getting denser with snow? Because I do not remember this being covered in snow last time I rode through here. Did I see dynamic weather somewhere in the promotional material? I probably should have paid more attention, my goodness. Okay, I am absolutely killing these guys. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if the difficulty reset when it crashed, but I should probably check. Either that or what I said before was true. Fiesta OP. Come on. Alright, one lap left, easy enough. As long as I can stay out in front and not do anything too stupid, then I'm probably gonna come in first, which is great. Then we'll be moving on to whatever the heck is next, but my goodness, I'm looking forward to trying out some of the other classes, specifically the 90s Rally. I'm sure that's a favorite among fans. It's a favorite of mine too. Oh yeah, this is getting deeper. What the heck? This is really cool. This is shockingly cool. Oh yeah, I'm loving this. This is awesome. Deeper snow, dynamic weather on every lap. Man, oh man, I need to play more of this. I wonder how this works in multiplayer. Like, it would be kind of hard to gauge it for everybody, I guess, unless it's a set amount every lap, which I mean, I'm assuming it is, but that'd be a bit weird. When does it update? Does it update individually for every person that goes through, or is it just slowly raising itself over time? Which is very strange. I like it though. I like it a lot. I've never seen this before in a racing game, and wow, I'm impressed. Goodness. You know, sometimes I go into these games and I'm like, well, will there be any innovation at all? And I'm seeing it. Dynamic weather. That's potentially why the game crashed as well. Probably couldn't handle it the first time around. But there we go. That's another first place for me and last place for everybody else. You know what, game? Sign me up for more of those snow races. I am definitely down. This one says Sub-Zero. That sounds pretty darn good to me. Modern Rally again, so Fiesta once again. And that really angry looking taxi. You know what? Let's face it. Okay, so this one is literally just driving on ice, and it's in New York, so, yeah, I think this is the one from the trailer. Let's do it. Oh yeah, here we go. I hope I have studded tires, because my goodness, I'm gonna need them. Let's try not to fall through the ice. This isn't SnowRunner. I don't think I can escape with a Fiesta. Although it would be fun to see a Fiesta in SnowRunner. Oh, come on now, buddy. That was a little bit rude, wasn't it? Don't worry, I'm going to be way more rude as we move forward here. I'm a little bit too used to Wreckfest. Just as I hit somebody there. And again, you know, I hardly ever play new release games, but I'm excited to be playing this one on release. Having been watching it from basically the beginning of when they announced it, I've been excited to give it a shot, and here I am now. Kind of hard to believe sometimes. Okay, these guys up front are really killing it. I'm not really taking these corners well. And it's costing me a lot of time, but I am still holding third pretty easily. I say that and I'm about to lose it, aren't I? Take this one corner too wide and there it goes. Thankfully not. Get out of the way, Citroen and Volkswagen. I don't need you. I need first place, come on, no. Or at least third place, that would be nice. Might have to settle for fourth here. Apparently ice racing is not my forte. Speaking of which, where is the Kia Forte? Come on, Codemasters, I need that in this game. Kia Forte, please. Okay, fourth place. Not ideal. That's the worst I've done so far. But at least I know that the AI is actually tough. That's a good sign. Okay, so I've decided to do another Stampede. This time it's in Italy, in the quarry that we were in last time. I believe we've done this track before, so no big surprises here. However, we are in the brightly colored orange Swirly Volkswagen of Death. That sounds like a great name for it. Somebody give me an acronym on that. Alright, second place. Let's go, let's go. I don't even know what that thing is in front of me. Some sort of off-road machine, but you know what? Doesn't matter, because I'm in front of it. Haha. Not for long, though. Probably not for long. So far, there haven't been any events that I dislike, although we are kind of just repeating the same events over and over so far. It's not too bad. I think these ones that are going on are not too bad. Sometimes back in Dirt 3, I would play those Gymkhana events, and I'd be like, well, please let this end. I never want to do that again. But, yeah, thankfully not the case here. At least not yet. Now, this game does have a track editor, so you can make your own stages. Although I believe it's like open world stages. I haven't tested them yet. It's kind of like those maps that they used to have in Dirt, where you would go around and hit targets, that kind of thing. I mean the ones that also had the ability to do tricks and then kind of finish them off. So it was a checklist of tricks that needed to be done. Forgot what those are called. So my advanced technique in terms of driving on arcade games is really to just not brake even when you probably should. It works out pretty well most of the time, to be honest. Or just kind of drift into people and hope that they move out of the way for you. Doesn't work in online, but it works really well with AI. Just like that. Oh yeah, I saw that there's a classic Mustang in this game and I was sort of questioning it, but then I realized, why would you not rally a classic Mustang? Alright, fiery jump of death, here we go one last time. And boom. Lovely. And that should be a solid second place, I don't mind. Okay, we have a bunch of events coming up here. Modern Rally, Rock Bouncer, okay, now that sounds interesting. Sprint, apparently different cars as well, and 90s Rally. You know what, let's finish off strong. Finally, time for the best cars, at least in my opinion. Okay, at least let's take a look at them though. Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Man, Mitsubishi Evo 6. Okay, I like that car quite a bit. You know what, I have the money, I'm gonna buy the Evo 6. I'm not even gonna try this one over here. Alright, fan favorite time, let's finish off strong. Last race I'm gonna do in this video. Probably not the last race I'm gonna do tonight, my goodness, because I'm gonna keep playing. Alright, Evos are definitely one of the cars that I have been searching for over the years, but you can never really find them in good shape. People seem to abuse them. I wonder why. Oh, this is one of my favorite generations of Evo as well, so I'm really enjoying this. But let's go. Let's go. All-wheel drive taking us to victory despite this mud being quite deep and quite wet. Alright, Cloud, get out of my way. I can't see that corner. I'm blind in the dark. Don't you know? Come on. Okay, I wonder if you turn off, like, volumetric lighting, it might actually improve the game. In terms of being able to see better, that is. It's like Counter-Strike, where there's a strategic advantage to what setting you have shadows on. Oh yeah, the photo mode in this game is excellent. This is a still photo right now, but my goodness, it looks really darn good. You can see pretty much everything, and I'm definitely a fan. Okay, back into the actual race instead of just messing around with the graphics again. Yeah, I need to trade some paint with somebody while drifting. So somebody come up and hit me, please. That would be great. No, this Evo is quick. I wish I had this way at the beginning. My goodness. This is the kind of racing I'm into. And thankfully... Oh, wait, where the heck is the track? I almost drove straight there. That would have been bad. Kinda need to watch the mini-map at the same time for some of these courses. But that was a sick drift there. My goodness. Wow, this game makes it look like I can drift. Although, not really when I crash into stuff. Although I don't think it actually matters. I'm not sure if the damage is cosmetic or not. But that went really dark there for a second. Do I have the option to turn on the lights? 97%, 98%, and boom! The Hammer finishes first. And does a pretty sweet way to finish it as well. My goodness, that was a fun race. That was a fun time, actually, with Dirt 3. I mean 5. Well, it looks like I've unlocked a main event, but I'm not going to play it in this video. I'll save it for you if you happen to buy this game. Then you can play this main event and hopefully enjoy, and enjoy the rest of the game as well. But yeah, that has been Dirt 5. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more content like this, or my automation content, or whatever you're interested in, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I would definitely appreciate that. And if you like this video, please like it. Comment below, tell me what you like about Dirt 5 if you played it so far. Which car is your favorite in Dirt 3? I'm kind of interested to know. But yeah, that's going to be it. See you guys again next time. I don't even know what's going on anymore, but I think there's some showcase stuff coming up, and yeah, probably more automation stuff too. We'll see though, we'll see. I'd just like to give a special thank you to those who have chosen to support this channel, specifically Overlord, That Roasted Explorer, QT Bear, Terry Williams, The Most Random Person, Sick Cars and Stuff, and Jug, and all of you supporters as well. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate you a lot. And also my heat as well. You can probably hear it in the background, but my goodness, it's cold, and I am freezing. Oh man. See you guys again next time.